So dito sa Singapore, yung confession booth dito ang haba. Tapos ang daming Catholics na hindi nag-communion kasi alam nila, may system. Then sa Pinas, yung communion line ang haba. Wala mo na nangungumpisa. So,
Also boils down to our standards. Kasi we deserve what we tolerate. We are too submissive sa mga people with authority. Kasi
Politician.
for example, sa education system,
asawa.
Usapan natin.
Pag sinabing masculine role, masculine leadership, what does it look like? Diba? Accountability. You know, if there's something wrong, you don't hide in the background and say, hindi, kasalanan nila yun. Hindi, you say, no, how can I take accountability? How can I make this my problem so I can do something about it?
Hi guys, good evening.
What's up?
Good evening.
good evening.
Evening TFS.
TFS
Here we are.
Yeah,
Growing.
guys, we'll discuss today, is it time for us to have, a super Filipino? Kasi what I'm saying is that how can an authentic Filipino masculine and responsibility can transform our nation? Why are we talking about this? Kasi we have, the current situation of the country, we have a crisis, no? It's a crucial crossroads, Patrick. No, we are going downwards, or we will use this as a fuel to go upwards as a nation. So we'll discuss in this podcast both David Deda's teaching, Jesus' teachings, and of course this philosopher called Nietzsche. What do you think? No, Patrick, siguro ikaw. What's your current view of what's happening in the country right now?
Well, I mean, obviously it's a leadership crisis. But when you look at leadership crises in general, crisis plural, isang bagay talaga that plays a factor in that is there's a cultural side to it. Yes, what is a leader supposed to do? And when I say leadership, hindi lang kasi kung titignan mo talaga yung leadership, hindi lang talaga sa higher levels, kahit yung home level may leadership crisis din tayo. And I think that, I would argue that that's the root cause, and probably we can get into that a little bit later.
The most fundamental thing.
Sobrang fundamental. And when you look at that, there's a cultural side of it na, okay, what role does a man play in leading the household? What role does a woman play? But there are also some parts of it that go beyond just culture. There are, I would argue there are divine and supernatural, like supernatural in the sense na parang, okay, sige, hindi talaga to ma-explain ng science, but we just know for a fact that this is how the role should be as a man in the household specifically. And this is the role also the same time of the woman or the wife or the partner, the female partner in the household. So I think that there's a disbalance happening right now, and that's causing a ripple effect talaga to the highest level.
Nakikita ko talaga. We have been overcome by effeminate leadership. It's not about being effeminate is bad, no. But being effeminate has a role in our society. But in leadership roles, we need a masculine over it, no, so that we'll be able to implement role. Hindi tayo pwedeng malamya, no. That's why I was thinking kasi, kaya one of our topics here is Friedrich Nietzsche's Thus Spoke Zarathustra, the Ubermensch. Kasi ang sabi niya, man has a choice to be a beast or an animal or overcome man. And as I was contemplating about it, this is like the life of Jesus also. No? He was a man, and then he overcame his being a man and become this figure for a lot of people as a god or as a hero, as a great model of what a man should be. parang ganun din na-relate ko dun sa philosophy ni Friedrich Nietzsche sa libro niya na Thus Spoke Zarathustra. Na, by the way, I recommend for everyone, pero masyado siyang advanced. Parang pag binasa mo, dapat per chapter lang. Mahirap siyang basahin eh. Pero ang gusto lang niya sabihin doon is, you have a choice. Will you stay
Yeah.
as an animal or will you overcome yourself as a man?
Yeah. Right.
Kasi by
What do you
animal
think,
kasi, by animal kasi, you know, we, as humans, we have our natural inclination and desires, right? And itong mga desires, they tend to be selfish and self-serving.
Yes.
And that's your animalistic side of things. Being a man, you know, according to The Way of the Superior Man, which is a book from by David Dida that we highly recommend, diba? It's being a man is, you know, having complete control over oneself, diba? You gotta have at least 80% of masculine essence, diba? Of freedom, purpose, leadership, and presence, diba? Ito yung sinasabi nila. So I think to relate that to kay Nietzsche is, you know, we have to have complete control over our desires and mainly ourselves. Yeah.
Yeah.
In other words, we cannot be controlled by our, materialistic instincts. No, we should be the master of that one.
True.
What do you
Yeah.
think? I like your cigar, bro.
Filipino cigar.
Nice. Then kasi Rob, what we're seeing right now is there's a huge lack of masculinity. Now, tingnan lang natin yung nangyayari sa Pilipinas ngayon. There's a lot of corruption, but no one is taking responsibility over it. Wala silang lahat kasalanan, nakikita mo. Everyone is like blaming the previous administration, saying, no, ako yung gumawa ng Independent Commission for Infrastructure, so hindi ako kasama dyan. Kahit na ikaw ang may command responsibility.
It boils down to
Diba?
our values and character din kasi.
Yeah.
So, whatever power we have, it just highlights kung masama ka ba or mabuti. So, that doesn't mean na you have the power, you are on the right side of things. That just highlights ano yung values na meron ka.
Yeah. I think to add to that, no, nung sinabi ni Ram yung power, I think I was reminded talaga how much of a powerful force power is, no. Well, actually, talaga, honestly, like if you really look at it, power is the ultimate. It's what exposes your character. I mean, anyone and everyone, if you look at who we truly are, I mean, it's really based on our character, and power basically just like magnifies whatever is there. Kaya nakakatakot if you give power to someone who has no character.
The wrong person.
Yes, and that's exactly what's happening now. I mean, look at our nation right now and compare it to Singapore, diba? The vast disparity of progress and development. Kaya na tayo nag-invest sa Singapore, diba? But looking at that, no, I mean, like, what would our country be like if people who have power we give power to the people who also have character, and who, yun nga, parang going back to the masculine, kasi if you look at like the masculine call, no, of leadership, it really goes back to responding in character. Yung masculinity kasi, I mean, like, if it's it's being in character. Pag sinabi kasi in character, it's like being an actor, diba? You're in character. You're acting out your role. You're playing out who you're supposed to be. And the reason why we're not seeing progress now, and the reason why there's so much corruption, and there's the reason why there's so much passiveness over when are we going to see justice, who's gonna, kailangan ikukulong yung kailangan ikulong. When are we gonna see that? Walang may nangyayari because no one's playing their part. Kaya walang character na nangyari.
So it boils down to lack of masculinity dyan sa Pilipinas. So, yeah. Kasi pag sinabi nating character, it could be any other character eh. Pwede kang maging, you can claim to be a frying pan and be in character, di ba? No, but masculinity itself is character. You have to embody it, right? You have to have a sense of responsibility, dapat may accountability ka. You have to care for the people around you, the betterment of your community. Ito talaga yung essence ng pagiging lalaki. Kasi, all throughout the years, di ba? Yung mga kingdoms, empires, they're all, built by masculine men. Masculine men with positive values, and they're also destroyed by men with negative values. Diba? Like Rome, diba? Sino bang sumira kay Rome? Si Caligula ata eh. Si Caligula ba?
Yeah. I think, tama eh. I mean, like, if you look at the masculine role of, yung nga, parang, if you try to zero in on, kasi we mentioned masculine a lot, no? Pero like, you go for the sake of those who are watching, we really wanna also clearly define how that looks like. Like, okay, pag sinabing masculine role, masculine leadership, what does that look like? So Rico mentioned kanina some really good examples, diba? Accountability. If there's something wrong, you don't hide in the background and say, hindi, kasalanan nila yun. Hindi, you say, no, how can I take accountability? How can I make this my problem so I can do something about it? I guess, like, that's one thing that I really try my best to do here in the context of our household. Pag may problema sa bahay, that's my business. Kahit, alam mo yun, parang, okay, sige, may problema si Bunso. Okay, that's my business. So while I might be busy upstairs working on something, pag narinig ko na may commotion sa ilalim, automatic, close yan, bababa ako because it's my business. So, it might not necessarily need me. Alam ko kasi at the same time, well, siguro, I'm blessed to have like a very capable wife din. Pero hindi eh. Iba yung household na kapag may nangyayari, yung husband, yung father gets involved kesa na nanonood pa rin ng TV kahit may nag-aaway na yung mga bata or nakita mo na stress na si Mrs. Tapos ikaw parang pa-chill-chill lang kasi alam mo, nakakapagod talaga ng araw ko. So, no, I mean, like, at the end of the day, yes, nakakapagod yun. Pero, if you're a man and you don't get tired and you don't push forward even when you're tired, I would argue that that's not a good sign of masculinity. Which kind of leads to the second one. The one I wanted to really add was the willingness and ability to consistently sacrifice. If you look at it talaga, like going to the Bible, no, what does the Bible say about the role of husband and wife, of man and woman? Woman supposed to submit, 'di ba? Pero anong sinabi naman ng Bible?
Love. Kailangan i-love.
Love like Christ loved the
His
church.
Love.
And ano yung ginawa ni Jesus? What did he do for the church? He died for the church. He sacrificed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Protecting the church. So in other words, masculinity is a very big responsibility.
It
It
is.
requires your complete dedication, complete responsibility, assumes complete responsibility. You need to be able to basically focus on your mission even until death. That is what happened to Jesus. Diba? So, it's hard eh. That's why parang nag-lean outside tayo sa culture natin, outside of masculinity. Kasi nakakatakot eh. It's very lonely to be masculine. Why? Jesus died for it. Right? Charlie Kirk died. Charlie Kirk is a great example also of a masculine man. Donald Trump almost died. muntik nang pinatay si Elon Musk, no? He's also being threatened with a lot of violence. President Duterte is in The Hague.
Just to add to that, Dex, really quickly, what do all of these people have in common then? They were willing to put their life on the line. Diba?
Exactly. Which is for a lot of people, very scary.
True.
Diba, Ram? What do you think?
Yes, kasi ang problema dating dito sa Pinas, no? It's the lack of accountability, like just what you said earlier, and the lack of honor.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kasi for instance,
Word of honor nga, wala.
oo.
Mm.
For instance, no, sa Japan, konting dungis lang sa reputation. They are committing
Yan.
seppuku.
Supo,
Diba?
yes.
Japan.
Dito, patigasan na lang ng mukha eh. Nalaman na nga may
Yes.
botomesa tayong senador. Nakakatawa na. Ayun, tinatawanan na lang natin, pero in reality, nakakadiri talaga yun.
Yeah. It has to be,
Both of-
diba? Yung sabi nga ni Vico, diba? Dapat nakakadiri yung corruption.
Yes, si Rico kasi hasn't been to the Philippines for like decades, no? He grew up in Singapore. You're very lucky, bro, na danasan mo yung leadership ni Lee Kuan Yew. But here in the Philippines, the opposite of Lee Kuan Yew are here. The opposite of Japanese leaders are here. So gagawa sila ng kasalanan, sabihin nila, hindi ako may kasalanan, tapos tuloy pa rin. No resignation, no suicide, no jail time, no death penalty. That's why we are talking about masculinity right now, because masculinity is about responsibility, it's about leadership, it's about word of honor, it's about integrity. We're not saying that the feminine cannot do that. But the feminine's role is not that one eh. Hindi nila role yun eh. Their role is to nurture, love, focus on relationships, no, support, and submission.
And
According
shop.
to the Bible. And shop. Yeah.
Shopping. Importante yan.
Well, shopping is a feminine trait because during the hunter-gatherers, millions of years ago, women are the gatherers and men are hunters. Tayo yung pumapatay, tayo ang namamatay. And dinala natin yun for millions of years. Ngayon lang, more than
Tens of
100 years
thousands.
lang siguro tayo naging effeminate.
Yeah, tens of thousands.
Nagkaroon ng balance. Tens of thousands. Ayan, may libro
Yeah.
ka pala dyan.
Yeah. Another book
yeah.
recommended.
Uy.
Oo. Bigat nito, grabe. But sobrang talaga. Yeah. Yung hunter-gatherer is really it's a very big part of the revelation of Sapiens by Yuval Harari. Sobrang yan, totoo yan.
Hunter-gatherer, di ba? That's why we have a lot of shoppers. Kaya tignan mo yung mga may nepo babies kasi na tinatawag dito, Rico. No? So, they're the ones who shop a lot. Di ba, Ram?
Used to handling that much wealth. Kasi
Yeah.
hindi ka nila eh.
Hinandout na lang sa kanila, no?
Yeah.
Oo, easy come, easy go talaga eh.
Yep.
Kahit hindi na bagay yung fashion nila, talaga tatatarin nila yung sarili nila ng mga signature clothes.
Kaya
Kahit
pala
hindi
mag-business dyan.
Oo.
Bro, wala pa bang kumukontak sa'yo na politiko?
Wala.
Okay,
Di pwede. Mahirap yung politically exposed.
Mahirap yun, oo. Tinatanong yun.
Oo.
Tingnan mo,
Saan galing,
even sa Singapore, they don't just receive money. They don't just
Basta-basta.
check talaga nila. Kahit na
Yeah.
marami ka pang pera. Baka malay mo, yun nga, you're laundering money. Right?
Na easy
Which is
lady
what's
rin
happening.
sila pat eh.
Talaga? Oo nga pala. Oo. Yeah. Mabilog kasi. Ay, nako. Kung pwede lang sana mag-iba ng apelyido.
Guys, no? Kasi we're talking about Bible and Jesus, no? Jesus exemplified authentic, real masculinity. Yan ang maganda. Rico,
Yes. To me, yes.
you're the one who told me when I was there that the Bible is based. So
Yeah,
please
Bible is
explain
based.
and Jesus.
Yeah. Kasi, the essence of what the Bible teaches is to deny yourself. Eh.
Yeah.
Ayun na yun eh. Ayun na yung, ang dali na lang eh. Deny yourself. Deny your inner, yun yung mga inclination mo. You know.
Mm.
Sacrifice yourself for your loved ones. Give to the poor or to the unfortunate. You know, love your wife. Love your friends. You
Very
know.
selfless.
Yeah, be honest. Kahit hindi na maganda para sa'yo. You know. Yung mga ganung bagay ba. Which is, it ayun din kasi yung ano yung masculine na ano eh. That's a super masculine trait. Actually, a little bit of backstory.
Mm.
Nung na-meet ko si Dex, doon ko lang nalaman itong The Way of the Superior Man. And then I remember you telling me, Dex, last time, nung nandito ka. You mentioned that I told you, man, I've never read about this book before. And then nung binasa ko siya after you got it for me, Dex gifted me that book. And you mentioned to me that I kind of embodied some of that teaching already,
Mm.
you know. And so I know a lot of people who also show masculine traits who
Mm.
have never read anything about masculinity, like TW, like The Way of the Superior Man, or yung mga red pill stuff. Like my dad. My dad is super masculine, selfless, cares
Mm.
about everyone around him, fights for the betterment of everyone, willing to sacrifice and all that. But he doesn't. He's never read the books that we read.
Mm.
But the only thing that he has is his Christian faith.
Mm.
Mm.
He follows that. He's goes to church and follows the rules, and he basically embodies the same masculinity that we always talked about. And it's something that ito yung natutunan ko sa kanya as I grew up, which of course, I won't say that I perfectly emulated him, but I would say that at least, diba, I got a thing or two from him, which I am now teaching to my son. And awa ng Diyos, my boy is quite good. He's respectful to his elders. He's well behaved, and he takes care of his siblings, his sisters, and his mom. Yeah. So yeah, that's the reason why I think the Bible it's a super based. Si Jesus pa nga lang, di ba? Look at how he sacrificed himself. Paano kung hindi pala totoo yung sinabi niya?
Oh.
Let's take religion aside. Paano kung hindi pala totoo yung sinasabi ni Jesus? He strongly believed in his purpose. He believed that he will save everyone's soul.
Yeah.
He
died for it.
He died for it. That is masculine. Let's take religion. That is
Yeah. Yeah, one thing I want to point out din, no, that my answer is also definitely 120% yes. And on top of everything, siguro, like I wanna like go on a fringe like observation that I have. Like, I mean, I've read the Bible cover to cover multiple times.
Mm.
I had to because that was kind of my job before.
Yeah.
But the other thing that I also noticed about Jesus is talagang, kasi sinasabi natin ngayon, dapat baliktarin yung tatslok, di ba? Dapat yung leadership, babaliktarin. That's what he did. Like, the term that a lot of, theologians and a lot of, spiritual leaders now say, it's that Jesus brought in an upside-down kingdom. Di ba? The first shall be the last. Di ba?
What does that mean?
Yung upside down kingdom, kumbaga, kasi during that time, para may context tayo ng konti. Israel had been overtaken already by multiple empires, 'di ba? Started with the Babylonian Empire, and then the exile happened. Israel was brought into captivity, and then Israel was in ruins. They ransacked the temple, and then after that, after Babylon, 70 years after, the Persians were conquered Babylon, and then they said to the Israelites, "You can go back to the promised land, but now you're under, Persian rule." And then there were a couple more, I think, in between the next 300 years that followed that. I won't go into like detail, but then later on, during the time of Jesus, it was the Roman Empire. And if you look at all of these empires that had taken place, talaga, like the meta narrative of history is that these empires all followed a certain kind of leadership, which is the kind of leadership that we see now in the Philippines. That people are on top, everyone else exists to serve the people on top. Ganon yung ano, kasi empire siya eh. So kapag empire, may emperor, emperor gets all the the glory, gets all, he becomes God basically, 'di ba? And so is essentially like again, and kind of actually Sapiens basically it's an atheist book, pero if you read it talaga history, it kind of lines up still with the Bible. And so like if you look at that, no, that's the reason why that was the case already in Israel. Not just because of the Roman Empire treating the Israelites like that, but even if you look at the current state of the spiritual leadership of the Israelites, you know, during that time under the Pharisees, the Sadducees, and all of the other, you know, Cs, the Maccabees, and all of that. But all of those people, what they were just doing is they were doing what Rome was doing. They were using their power to get whatever served them. And then all of a sudden comes
Parang
in
Pilipinas
Jesus.
pala yun.
Parang Pilipinas pa rin. It's, you know, it's the same old story, you know.
Kleptocratic society.
Very kleptocratic, exactly. And then yung mahirap pa dun, kahit yung church, yung temple mismo, kleptocratic na masyado. Diba? You remember the story of Jesus overturning like tables in the temple? Why? He had turned the temple into a business. So yun yung nakikinabang. Yung temple, same thing, diba? And so what did Jesus do? That's one example. He overturned temples. Don't turn the house of my Father into a den of thieves. He said, love your neighbor as yourself. He said, how many times do you have to forgive? The legal if you look at it legally during their time, you only have to forgive 3 times. Tapos the disciple said, I think it was Andrew or Peter, I can't recall who, pero sinabi niya,
70 times
7 times, pwede ba yun? Nagpakitang gilas pa, di ba? 3 lang, ako 7. Sabi ni Jesus, hindi, 70 times 7. So, again, that's the idea of the upside down kingdom. Pag sinabing upside down kingdom, it's no longer about the leader being on top and everyone is serving the leader, no, and if you look all across the history of Israel, all of their dealings with the other nations were like that. Egypt was like that. The Philistines were like that. And so they were looking at those, diba? And then God was basically, the command of God is don't be like those heathen nations. And when he was saying that, what he was saying is your form of leadership, your form of governance should be different. The first should be the last should be the first. And that's what Jesus exemplified. What did he do? He healed the sick. When the disciples when he was ministering to people, and then the disciples pushed away the kids and said, "No, you're not allowed here." What did Jesus say? He said, "No, let the children come."
Yeah, let the children come in.
Which again, that's like if you look at that from a biblical perspective, like the Bible history perspective, which was a no, kasi pag sinabing bata, hindi, dapat dadaan pa yan ng rabbi. They have to go through this. They have to memorize the Torah. They have to start reciting the prophets, and then they can come to the rabbi. Sinabi Jesus, no, let them come to me. That's the idea of the upside down kingdom. Kung titingnan mo talaga, ever since the beginning of time, our problem has been that the form of the kingdoms that we build, you know, as men, it's always about consume. Everyone should serve me. Everyone should bow down to me. Alam mo, basically, it's as simple as this. Yung lalaki naging Panginoon. Man becomes God. And when man becomes God, we have a problem. But what God is saying is this. Man is there to serve people. Man is
So in
there
other
to...
words, in other words, Patrick, you're saying that masculine men are leader servants or servant
Yes.
leaders. No?
Servant leaders.
Ang
Yes.
question ko ngayon is, our country is predominantly Catholic Christian country.
Mm.
Why is it the situation right now is like this? I
I
want to
love
get
that
the
question.
you like that question. Let Ram answer it. What do you think, Ram?
Uh, I think no, it's all about looking good. So semantics lang. Like,
Mm.
uy,
Rituals.
like, uy, I'm close to Jesus. Nagsisimba ako every
Mass.
week. Lacking visuals always, not embodying the real Christian values. Magkaiba yun eh. It's like,
Oo.
uy, ito yung kiliti ng tao. Magsimba tayo. Pakita natin na sa simbahan tayo. Pakita natin we are close to the priest. We are giving to masses. Alam mo yun, nagdo-donate, mga ganon. Pero in all essence, it's just for show. So tingin ko ganon ang nangyayari sa Pinas.
Mm. Yeah.
It's all about looking good but not doing good.
Yep.
Mm.
Doon tayo nagkakatalo actually.
Yeah. Yeah. Kasi ang yung take ko naman doon is we focus so much on religion that we forgot what it's
Spirituality.
really about, which is it's really about spirituality. No, they're two different things. One of the best examples I probably go back to is Singapore pa rin.
So
Singapore
in
is
other
not
words, Patrick, sorry.
Yeah.
So in other words, Patrick, you're saying Filipinos are focused on the skin deep part of the Christian teachings, which is
we're focused
religion.
on religion. We're focused on the rituals, the traditions. And then that's all external eh. What does the Bible have to say about external and internal? The if you look at the epistles of Paul, he has one message. When you know God and when you are, when you start to say that I want to live according to the values of the Christian faith, then there has to be an inside-out transformation. Dapat nagbabago sa loob, tapos nagbabago din yung labas. Yung nangyayari kasi ngayon with religion
Outside.
is yung labas lang. Pero yung loob, pangit pa rin.
Rotten pa nga
It's still rotten. And you know what, honestly, that's the problem that we all have. Hindi lang yung mga corrupt. Hindi I like I think it was Morgan Housel that made this point, or someone, it might have been Morgan Housel. He was talking about money naman, like the corrupt, how easily we're corrupted by money. We're all easily corrupted by money. Let's face it, wala namang perfecto na tao who can say na hindi talaga ako masisilaw, 'di ba? Or the problem is when number one is when we don't admit that. Kasi like if you read the Bible, what does the Bible remind us time and time again? That we are all sinners, we all fallen short of the glory of God. And because of that, don't trust in yourself, 'di ba? Minsan pag alam mo yun, yung parang yung dating is hindi, mabait ako. Magaling ako. Tagal na ako sa church, nagbibigay pa ako ng alms or I give my tithe. If that becomes the narrative, dako delikado na 'yan. I've been a Christian for a very long time. But and I grew up in church and I was the son of a pastor, but I never once in my life. And if meron mang times na sinabi ko to, parang I was really quick to correct myself. I've never once in my life thought that I'm a good person. At least in the context of what the Bible or what God asks us to do. Kasi kung titingnan mo talaga, hindi mo kaya yung ganung level. So, kapag masyado tayong confident na hindi ako masisilaw sa pera or di ako let's face it, I tell my wife this, it's like I love you, but please do not leave me in the middle of a red light district. Alam mo yun? Do not do that. Do not do that because you can trust me. Yeah, but the temptation is there.
Yeah.
'Di ba? What do you do when there's temptation? You flee, 'di ba? Tumakbo ka, 'di ba? So, yung nangyayari kasi ngayon with the Christian nation, Philippine Christian nation is we tend to play with fire. You try to contrast that with Singapore. Singapore does not play with fire. Pag mali, mali.
You
Tama
know
ba
what,
yun,
bro?
Rix?
You know what? Ito observation ko lang to sa Pilipinas. And I'm not trying to, aim at Catholics in the Philippines, right? I'm a Catholic, right? I'm a practicing Catholic. Ibang-iba ang Catholicism sa Pilipinas compared sa Catholicism dito.
Mm.
Like, sa Pilipinas, bro, like, for some reason, sometimes people tend to use the faith to justify their own, satisfaction.
Yeah.
Instead of actually denying yourself. Dito, bro, system dito. Kasi, I don't know if I'm not very sure if many Filipinos know this, but in the Catholic faith we have communion, right? And Catholicism to us it's a faith of self-awareness. So we have a few guidelines to that. And yung pinaka-celebrated namin is the Eucharist, which is yung communion, diba? And a lot of people do not know that you're not supposed to take communion pag meron kang mortal sin. And
That's a Catholic, no?
it's a Catholic, it's a Catholic teaching na mortal sin, may listahan yan, bro. Like, for example, yung adultery, yung 7 deadly
Yeah.
sins. If you're guilty of all those,
Nagnakaw.
and you know it, and you know it
Greed.
yourself. Greed. If you know it yourself, hindi ka po pwedeng you cannot desecrate. If we believe that that's the body of Christ, then you cannot desecrate that. So dito sa Singapore, yung confession booth dito ang haba. Tapos ang daming Catholics na hindi nag-communion kasi alam nila, may system. Diyan sa Pinas, pre, yung communion line ang haba. Wala mo na nangungumpita. So, sabi ko sa asawa ko, babe, it can't be these people are not sinning, right? Haba wala na nangungumpita. Pero, so
Sobrang
that means,
bait kasi ng Pinoy, bro.
So, ngayon, ang na-realize ko, it's either they're not aware because they're only culturally Christian. There's a difference between a practicing Christian and a culturally Christian. Sa UK din naman ganun eh. The Christians, sa Philippines ganun. They're just going by the motion. Kasi ayun yung tradition na nila without actually living the of that faith that they chose. Kaya ayun yung take ko sa Catholicism.
Yung ganun kasi, bro, yung binanggit mo na yung culture ng Philippine Catholicism, it's very Spanish. Yung have you watched it's very actually Hispanic. Have you watched yung Narcos na series?
Oo.
'Di ba? 'Di ba yung mga drug lord sila pa yung mga malaki bumigay sa church.
Malakas sunod ba?
Yeah, and I think in some way or another parang ganun din. I mean, I used
Parang
to
ganun
work
din ng Pilipinas.
Yeah.
all across,
For sure,
hindi lang Roman Catholic and I'm shooting myself on the foot here. I mean, I'm from the evangelical naman. Evangelical movement, which I mean, some people think that it's better. In many aspects, there are it's simpler because hindi siya ganun kalaki. And it's not as connected to the entire Universal Catholic Church. So there is a bit more autonomy and check and balance. Pero ganun pa rin yung mga problema.
You know what, bro? There's one thing I realized. Lahat ng sinakop ng Castilla, puro mga third year.
Yeah.
How about now?
Yeah, that's clear.
Yeah, I was saying na most of the country, actually all of the countries that were colonized by this country are parang Philippines, third world, puro
Yeah.
mga diba?
Yeah, Mexico, ano pa ba?
Guatemala, yung mga ganun.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, which is they infiltrate and tignan mo yung yung level of corruption din in countries like that ngayon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
These
still-
are Catholics, bro. These are countries that are Catholic.
Yep.
Now, there's another one that I realized also. Meron akong napanood na documentary that time about colonization. Right? And Meron ako nakita doon na may nagtanong, why is it that most countries na colonized ng British, which is Anglican, bakit hindi na sila native, puro mga naging puti? Like Australia, US, South Africa, lahat sila. Imbis, di ba, Africa, they're predominantly, black, right? Sa Australia, they were parang kita. And they were all
Pero South
colonized
Africa
by the-
puti.
Oh,
Yeah.
naging puti. Ngayon, naging puti na sila ngayon.
Oo, Cape Town.
After getting colonized. So,
Yeah.
the question is, where are the natives? Nasaan na yung mga natives? Saan nilagay ng mga British yung mga natives? You know? So, which got me thinking that people really use religion to control the masses.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a
They do.
weapon of war.
Yeah. And
Do you
again,
agree?
that's because that's because we confuse religion with spirituality. Yung nangyayari doon, they weaponize religion. Religion tells you, do this, and then you can get favor, you can be accepted, you can go to heaven, you can I mean that's the story of religion. Spirituality naman, it goes deeper, and it tells you, I mean, as it's as simple as this, no?
It's internal spirituality.
Exactly. It tells you
It's
to look
character.
inside. It tells you to look at your character and say, how can you be as noble, as honorable, as righteous as possible? Might not get to the full extent, no? Yes, we're not gonna be perfect, but at least unti-unti we're getting better every day. We're learning from our mistakes. We're quick to confess our mistakes and say, this is an area where I'm not good at yet, and I need more guidance, I need more prayers, maybe even. And that's spirituality. Magkaiba talaga eh. Yung nakikita natin ngayon na yung using spiritual teachings of the Bible to manipulate people. It's no different from how Rome took over, Israel, how the temple took over Israel, how the Catholic Church at some extent, not all, ayokong lahatin, pero like a lot of like the leaders are are controlling even the evangelical church, which I was saying earlier, no. I see it also right now in the yung Protestant, yung
The
evangelical
Protestant.
church. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. I
So-
don't know if you saw yung scandal ng Hillsong. Familiar ba kayo nun?
Yeah, I love Hillsong, man.
Yeah, but did you know the scandal of Hillsong? Alam mo ba
Ito-
yung
Hindi ko alam yun, but I
Na-
heard that there was a little bit of a bit of changes sa Hillsong. Hillsong, by the way, is a praise and worship band.
yeah, it's
I
it's
used to
a
play that when I was younger. So
yeah, and it's a church, bro. Church siya. Yung the band is under the church. And so it's a big church actually. It came from Sydney, Australia. Ngayon meron ng New York. Yung nangyari kasi during the pandemic, nagsimula nung isang pastor nila, si Pastor Carlens, the senior pastor of Hillsong. He was caught in having an affair. Meron siyang affair with like a woman that he just met in Central Park. Ganun katindi. And then it exposed this entire web of corruption, scandal. I kid you not. Like going all the way back to the main leaders ng Hillsong, na merong like there were really instances of sexual abuse on women. It was bad. And like again, like you see that religion again being used to control people. And then
I think, bro, it boils down to tao talaga yung may problema, bro. You
Yeah.
know, it's not the organization, because the organization cannot move without people, right? And
Well,
it cannot
as-
mess up too without people either.
yeah.
As a country, for example, as Filipinos, how can we break from this kind of corrupt?
Bro,
Culture.
masculinity, integrity, yun na yun eh.
Yeah.
Regardless kung maging Muslim man tayo, or kahit anong religion, Zoroastrian, whatever. kung if you ingrain that masculine trait sa mga leaders natin, it will be a good country. Ang UAE,
Yeah.
sa UAE, Muslim.
Yeah.
Oh, Singapore,
Japan.
ano ba dito?
Japan.
Buddhist.
Oh.
Japan, Buddhist.
Buddhist, exactly.
Regardless.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not about religion per se. Kasi yun nga, kasi
Exactly.
even religion can be twisted, no?
Mm.
It has to go back to, yun nga, when I say spirituality kasi, I will go back to the one word basically that goes back to the mission of the first step, no? It goes back to values, eh.
Yeah.
Values, being clear about your values. Ano ba yung I was talking nga to this company, another company in Singapore, no, who's also in like leadership training, and like one of the leadership coaches to like the biggest hotels, the biggest like manufacturing companies in Singapore. It's a good friend of mine, and then he was telling me, bro, and he lived in Singapore for so many years. He told me he also lived in the Philippines for so many years. He also lived in other countries, and he had a business in Japan. He was telling me, you know what makes Singapore different? Because they have just one product. Tingnan mo si Singapore. Sabi niyo what the one product of Singapore is? Values.
Wow.
They sell values. Every time they go into a meeting, ito yung values ko. I show it to you and I say, ito yung this is why you wanna work with me. If you wanna work with someone, you check their values. Kaya sa Singapore, if you, diba, I'm sure Rico has seen this time and time again. When you talk to someone, you wanna make sure na may values alignment. Kasi hindi siya nag-work.
They might stab you in the back if they don't have that.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
In the Philippines, we don't even check things like that. Parang, hindi ba?
Default na, ay, Christian to.
Ay, Christian to, maganda yung values. Hindi eh. Hindi
No.
yan given. It's not given. It's not given.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tingin ko sa atin, no, it also boils down to our standards. No? Kasi we deserve what we tolerate.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ang mga Pinoy kasi, no, we are too submissive sa mga people with authority. Kasi we are indoctrinated.
Professors, priests.
We are indoctrinated
Pastors,
through our
politicians.
school. Kunwari, for example, sa education system natin.
Asawa, wife.
Pag-usapan natin yan mamaya.
We cannot even challenge our teachers eh. 'Di ba? So, ngayon yung kid ko, yung son ko, I'm encouraging him to ask his teacher, o bakit ganyan yung sagot? Kasi for instance, no, may on the value side of things, may medyo subjective din kasi yung values eh. For example, if you talk back to an elder, is it bad or good? Ba, syempre, ang matik nating sasabihin, hindi siya, masama mag-talk back. Pero, it depends eh. Diba? On ano ba yung pinapoint out mo. Diba? Masyado nating kinakahon. So, parang, authority, it's not equal to correctness.
Yeah.
So, yun.
Yeah, and that ties back to the colonialism. 'Di ba? Bakit? Yung colonialism, what is their number one weapon? Do not question authority.
Yeah.
Just follow.
You know what, na ano natin yun eh, namana natin yun eh. I remember once when I was a kid, then my parents were asking me to do something. Tapos tinanong ko, challenge ko, is it my mom or my dad? I think my mom. Sabi ko, Ma, bakit ko gagawin yan? Sabi ni mama. Kasi sabi ko. Yan. Tapos sabi ko sa kanya, so mama, pag sinabi mong kumain ako ng tae, kakainin ko. So, napalo tuloy ako. So, I think, see, back then, yung parenting nila, they don't explain why they, you know. At least ngayon, alam natin yun, when our children, when my children question me, I explain because this is gonna be the outcome pag ginawa mo yun. Is that what you want to happen?
Yeah.
No, daddy. Then good. And then don't do it, di ba? But
Yeah.
I think tama yung sinabi mo na yun sa Colin Philippine Darwin. They were told us don't question authority.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kasi they don't want you to kasi okay, pag may authority kasi normally meron na silang plan where they want things to go.
Yeah.
So the more critical thinking people who ask, why do I gotta do that? How should I do that? And what's the outcome? What's the purpose? Then mas mahihirapan nilang implement yung gusto nilang mangyari. Wait,
Mm.
I'm not saying that everyone who's in authority is bad, but it also doesn't police those people have bad intentions who have, diba?
Yeah. 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 Good point. Good
Yeah.
point. I think no, and I think the sige, let's kind of like zero in and look at like a smaller setting, no. Balik tayo sa home, no. Husband, wife, kids.
The divine order.
The divine order, no. Kasi like if we get that right, I think it becomes a template then for the bigger,
Yeah.
grander scale of things, no. You look at the role of a man in the household, no, and masculinity. I think it goes back to the same things: accountability, honor, value. All of these things we watch them play out in the home, and we see na okay, maganda yung outcome niya. And usually kasi all of those templates, they work very well kapag yung household is the poster child of the household. Pero truth of the matter is, the household is changing. A good example would be, dati, lahat ng household, if not lahat, a bigger portion, like 99%, that's not a real number, just throwing that out there. The husband has a higher income or has all the income for the household. Ngayon, hindi na ganun. Merong households na yung wife or the mother yung breadwinner yung brings home the bacon. How does that play out into the masculinity role of men?
Ram, you want to start?
Di
Even if
muna.
it doesn't apply to you.
Hirap
Doesn't
eh.
apply.
Mahirap yung question. Bro, Rico.
Well, bro, kasi this is a presumption na ang measure ng masculinity is money,
Yes.
right? But then again, is it really money that that measures your masculinity, di ba? Kasi values nga, di ba? Values. Now, let's get out of the modern world. Balik tayo sa dating panahon, Patrick. Dating panahon, di ba, ang currency natin is apples, chicken. Patrick, trade tayo. Meron akong tatlong
Barter lang.
apples dito. Pengen naman ako ng 10 eggs. Di ba ganun dati, Ngayon lang nagkaroon ng concept na pera. It evolved din. Nag-start siya sa gold coins, tapos tinrim, hinaluan ng mga cheaper metals. Hanggang sa ngayon, naging paper na, naging least valuable na siya. So I think it goes back again na as a man, whether your wife is earning more than you or less than you, if you embody the kind of leadership na maibabalik yung asawa mo to her feminine nature, then I think it wouldn't be a problem. Kailangan as man, you want to show, you want to be masculine enough to show your spouse na, wait, your money doesn't scare me, all right?
Yeah.
With or without your money, I'm still the man of this house. You can ask me to go. I'm fine also. You can take the kids, that's fine also. Whatever, you know. Just show that you're masculine enough. And in the first place, ang tanong, as a man, why are you not striving harder to
Yeah.
I'm not trying to discredit people. I know there are people who try their best but they're not yet there. But what I'm trying to say is if you are trying hard enough every single day, one day makiklik na lang yan and you're probably gonna quit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Diba?
I agree, no? Kasi I think it's very important that your woman sees that you are doing what you can to achieve your purpose and mission, regardless if you have achieved it or not, no? Kasi that feeling of, yes, my man, I can rely on my man. No, he can protect me, he can secure our family, even if I earn more than him right now. But in the
Mm.
future, I believe that he will be the one to be able to provide for us really well. And the woman will just think, this might be just temporary. I trust him, he is in the process, and I see that he is protecting our family and our kids. So that kind of, showing of responsibility, masculinity, honor, hindi siya mamimeasure ng pera eh. Kasi it's beyond money. Sabi
Ang
mo,
galing
tama
pa
ka.
yung sinabi mo.
Ayun.
Sobrang galing ng sinabi mo, bro. I think we've spoken about this many times na let's talk about kasi back then we share our stories like how we met our spouse.
Mm,
Both of us came from nowhere.
yeah,
Bakit tayo pinili ng mga asawa natin?
magandang kwento yan.
Kasi nakita nila yung
Kukwento
potential
ko yan.
mo bilang lalaki. O kwento mo yun
Yeah.
sa'yo, bro. Dali, kwento mo yun sa'yo.
Ano, mauna
Kwento mo
ba
yun
ako?
Ikaw na muna, i-summarize mo.
Tapos si Ram.
sayang.
Ito, summary. So, kaming dalawa ni Kat, no, we were classmates in law school. No, I don't have a job. Kat is in a well-off family. No, so pero the thing is, nagtanan kami ni Kat eh. 'Di ba? We had some, some misunderstanding with the family, no, with her family. And when we were at the latter stage of our law school, nakaano lang ako, nasa 17 square meters na dorm ako, pangit na bathroom, wala akong kama, ang kama ko is just a mattress, tapos may mga tables where we can study. But I was starting my legal whiz already then. My legal whiz, so mga 2009, 2010. Pero nung nagkaroon ng misunderstanding, nagulat ako, nasa pinto. Sabi ko, Dex, nag-away kami sa bahay. So I will stay here. Sabi ko, nagulat talaga ako kasi I was not ready. I was not earning. I was just being alam ni Ram ito eh. I was just being given allowance from my family. So from that time, no, I immediately, tried to earn money. So even if I earn like a few thousands of pesos, talaga every day, no, kahit kumakain lang kami sa karinderya dito sa tabi ng namin. So kasi may basketball court dito eh, may tindahan. So doon kami kumakain, no. Nakita niya kasi yun eh. Sabi niya sa akin, Dex, I invested in you. I know that you will become someone that is successful, who will achieve his goals, even if during that time wala tayong pera. So, sinamahan niya ako for a year. Sa dorm na napakaliit na yon, 17 square meters, gaano kalaki yun? Kasi laki lang ng office mo yun, bro. Or, ewan ko, mas malaki pa kwarto nyo doon. Kung makikita nyo. So, pero doon chinaga ako. We started my legal ways, etc. But that is what I saw, na parang kahit wala ka pang pera, no, when you are focused on your mission and the woman can rely on you for protection and security, pwedeng iwan yung parents mo or something. Pero, that's what happened. And then now we're okay, of course.
Masculine. Isang clap nga, masculine.
I-clip natin to, send natin kina.
Edit natin.
It's very important, no? That's one, parang napatunayan ko, na parang,
Hindi
that's
talaga
why there are a lot of wealthy people na inaayawan ng mga babae. Kasi sobrang beta male. Sobrang attached.
Yeah.
Simp ang tawag ni ano dun. Eh.
Simp.
Simp bonjing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bottom
Dual simp.
Yung ano
Eh,
na,
si-
you ate what you killed, bro eh. 'Di ba?
Mm.
Iba yung self-made man.
Yeah.
Totoo.
You
I
build
have
Oo,
a
kasi-
similar story eh. I have a similar
Oh.
story kay Tex eh. Na, kasi yung asawa ko kasi is hindi, she's not Filipino, you know, for those who don't know. So, alam niyo naman yung stereotype natin mga Pilipino, di ba? Like,
Oh, yun.
sa ibang bansa. So, pag sinabi mo British, half British, tapos Indian, na Singapore. And, alam mo naman, back in those days, you know, there were not a lot of professionals in that Philippines. Pag sinabi mo Filipino yung Singapore, laging domestic worker. So now, imagine kung ano yung nakita ng parents niya na nalaman niya.
Filipino.
Boyfriend Filipino, puta pare siya. So,
Ah.
I mean,
How did you overcome the stereotype?
Well, I from the beginning talaga kasi, you know, my dad pushed me to do my best sa lahat. Like, skills, you know, kung ano-ano tinuro sa akin nun. Skateboard, banda, everything that's cool na dinidig ng chicks. Ayun. Di ba? Banda, skateboard,
Masculine.
boxing, o di ba? So, tingin ko ayun yung yung nakita niya na okay si Rico, iba-iba yung he's always kasi ang purpose ko naman dati wasn't business eh. Ang purpose ko lang is to win amateur boxing games.
Excitement and adventure gusto ng babae.
Yeah. And then I think din kasi nakita niya yung sense of ko na parang I really want to go for my purpose. Yung goal ko, yung drive ko to achieve that. Kasi talagang from back then, ang pangarap ko talaga mag-national champion dito sa Singapore. So, lagi yun, araw-araw, diligent. May abs ako dati, pre, So, nakita na yun, and I was working selling compression tights. I say compression tights, but in reality, it's grip yun, compression grip performance. So, I used to sell briefs.
Oo.
Diba? So, yung time na nun, you know, nurse na siya. Professional na siya. She's probably earning three times as much as I was earning. And then, yung family niya is British pa yung mama. So, ang tindi ng pressure sa akin. And then, I had to like, really show na, hey, your daughter is well taken care of, you know. And then, eventually, nakuha ko yung approval ng tatay. So, ito tingnan mo yung tatay din yung tinawanan ko ng approval. Kasi, this is one thing that natinuro sa akin ng dad ko is, pag meron kang girlfriend, uunahin mo yung relationship niyo ng tatay. Kasi siya yung magde-decide kung siya yung mag-decide if you can take care of his daughter.
The masculine father.
Yeah. So, I think for me, pinakita ko lang na, no, I didn't purposely pinakita, bro. Kasi I didn't know what I was doing. But I guess, what yung nakita niya is I was driven enough to chase my goals, my purpose, and probably sa isip niya was, okay, this guy, you know, has the potential to achieve great things in life. Although I'm earning more, ako yung nagbabayad sa dates namin, yung mga ganyan-ganyan. And then, well, I mean, awa ng Diyos, here we are. Doon, ano na siya, stay-at-home mom. You know, yung mga ganun. Then, I guess, she made the right investment parang ito din. Yeah.
Yeah. Sobrang ano yan. Sobrang...
It's not the money, bro. It's never
It's not,
about the
yeah.
money.
It's definitely...
Ayan, si Ram.
I think it's two things, no? It's the drive of the man to figure it out. Alam mo yun? Parang, okay, hindi pa ngayon, pero darating tayo
Yes.
doon.
Yes.
Nasa
So it's the
process.
drive,
Yes.
it's the drive to reach your goal. And then, it's the decision making. Kasi, like,
Yes.
di ba? Like, even, we joke about this all the time. Pag tinatanong natin yung mga misis natin, saan mo gusto kumain?
Di nila
Ayan.
alam.
Kahit saan.
Yan.
Kaya nga nagsasabi sila, 'di ba? Naggawa tayo ng
Restaurant.
restaurant na kahit saan or
Tapos,
Ayun yung pangalan.
kahit ano.
diba?
Sabi ko, kahit ano.
Kahit ano. Kahit
Pero
saan.
the reason it's like that is because, women want us to decide, 'di ba?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ikaw magdesisyon, 'di ba? 'Di ba? Sabi mo
That-
mag-date night, 'di ba?
Yan ang nagkukulang sa atin ngayon balik tayo sa Pilipinas. No? The lack of decisiveness. Decisiveness is kapatid ng responsibility. The reason why women doesn't want to decide because they don't want the responsibility of an error. They don't want the
Yes.
responsibility of failure. Hindi ba? Kasi
Mm.
again, let's go back to sapiens, no, hunter-gatherers. No, their survival, their survival is at stake when they fail. They rely on the man to be able to, come up with the best decision for their survival. So sila, they really defer to the man to do that. Pero pag bumaliktad yan, di ba nga, Rico, when we talk about it, pag bumaliktad yan, hindi nagde-decide ang babae, ay ang lalaki, tapos there's a vacuum, and then napilitan ng babae to decide, hindi nila nature yon, there will be resentment, and there will be chaos kasi nga, pag nag-decide sila, tapos mali, they will say, ay,
Kasalanan mo
Hindi.
yun.
kasalanan mo yun eh. Kasalanan mo, hinayaan mo akong mag-decide eh. Again, it goes back to
going back to the Bible, 'di ba? That's what happened in the story of the garden.
Adam and Eve. Yun, di ba? We spoke about this.
Oh, 'di ba?
Sorry, Adam, but you're the biggest simp.
Yeah.
The first simp.
Bonding.
Yeah, can you elaborate with Adam?
Kasi
Para
if you read I don't have my Bible with me, pero if you read the story of the fall of man, yung sinabi doon, 'di ba, is that the serpent talked to the woman. And
Ayun.
usually people think na hindi kasalanan ng babae kasi siya yung sila yung nag-usap, siya yung pumayag, nakainin yung fruit. Pero if you read the scripture in its entirety to the detail, yung sabi doon, the woman ate the fruit and gave it to the man who was with her. All this time, anong ginagawa ni Adam habang nag-uusap sila ng serpent? Kasi ito yung pinakamatindi. This was mind-blowing for me. God gave the command not to eat of the fruit to Adam.
Ayun,
Firsthand.
responsibilidad niya.
Siya yung may responsibility to make the decision and say no. Kasi siya yung sinabihan. Hindi na sinabi kay Eve yun. If read Genesis, hindi na sinabi ni Adam.
Para naalala
It was
ko
given
ngayon.
to Adam, and I probably presume, and Bible scholars will also agree in some level or another, that it was Adam's role to police and to also educate Eve and say, this is not what we're supposed to do. In the first place, what were they doing in that prep, 'di ba? Like, ang dami ng fruits doon, ba't kayo doon pumunta? Alam mo 'yon? Bakit pumayag si Adam? Sana nagsabi si Adam, ba't tayo dito? Doon tayo ang daming fruits na binigay ni Lord sa atin, no? Ba't tayo pumunta dito? Huwag ka makinig
So in
doon.
other words, it's the man's fault, no? So
Yeah, it's the man's fault.
Ito pa, God said, Yahweh. Not Yahweh, Elohim. Pag sinabi Elohim kasi, that's God is in entirety, so the Trinity. Elohim spoke to Adam and said that you have dominion over all of everything, over the beasts of the field. So they were talking to a serpent. Adam was not just under Eve, he was also under the serpent.
ayun. Instead of being the one leading, 'di ba? Siya yung siya yung the one who has command over the air, over the paradise basically.
Yeah.
Ano Ram, ang ganda ng Bible natin dito.
Oo nga.
Discussion in relation to masculinity.
Oo. So, ang ano pala doon, no, may deniability si Eve sa nangyari.
Yeah,
Kasi
she did.
hindi niya alam.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah, wala siyang liability. Wala siyang, hindi kasalanan ni Eve. It's really Adam.
this is the
Yeah.
first time I'm hearing it.
Ako
And
rin.
ito pa, I'll take it further. This one's gonna blow your mind, guys. Ito talaga pag ano eh. Yeah, I spent 6 months just studying that one kasi
Genesis.
doon nagsimula lahat eh, yung Genesis eh. When God came to the garden to confront Adam and Eve, they were hiding, diba? Anyways, fast forward, hiding. He said, why are you hiding? We're naked. Who told you we're naked? Etc., etc., etc. And then, God talks to even Adam and said, did you eat of the fruit? Anong sabi ni Adam? The woman that you put here with me told me to eat it.
Ayun.
Ito po yung pinakatindi.
Yun na pala yung unang under desire, no?
Oh,
Take
Two
accountability.
Exactly,
Yes,
accountability. Two things. Adam blamed Eve and Adam blamed God. Kasalanan mo to kasi kayong naglagay nito ng babae.
Oo, yun. My goodness, pare.
Well, alam mo, I want to connect it with what's happening right now. And I also want to, kasi kami ni Ram also, we're basically looking at the national dilemma right now. Kasi bro, alam mo, ang presidente natin, parang basically the simp Adam. No? Kasi
Yep.
he is the one, he is the chief executive of the country who has so much power. But he is in a place na parang he lets other do the work or do the
He doesn't call the
leading.
shots, bro.
He doesn't call the
He doesn't
shots.
call the shots.
I think because of his inherent weakness or lack of responsibility, he became a vessel of evil. Di ba
Yeah.
sabi ko sa iyo nun, Patrick, na if you are a weak men are vessels of evil. So, sino pupuno niyan? Yung asawa mo na babae na instead of focusing on her role as, for example, as first lady, will be the one to take the responsibility even if she was not voted. Another one is yung ngayon, no, yung mga nagbalahura sa budget natin, the congressman, the speaker of the house, etc. So yan nangyari because of just one man who doesn't act like a man.
Yeah.
Just like what baka i-blame ulit si Adam nga, ganyan siya eh. Baka i-blame ulit ng mga weak men.
It's crazy, bro, when you think about it, just how simple and how
It's a good thing
I
that you
think-
were able to bring that.
yeah,
Yeah.
hindi siya basic, hindi siya fundamental. Ano ba yung word na hinahanap ko? It's matic, 'di ba? Alam natin na matic.
Like dots connected, bro. Dots
Yeah.
connected.
Nature.
Yes. Yeah, it should be nature. It should be saka nature, 'di ba? Ako naman siguro like one example I would probably say, no. Kasi if you look at yung tandem namin ni Ses. Ito yung nakakatawa. I'm not the one who actually sets the vision for the house. Hindi ako yung vision caster. Hindi ako yung vision setter. Kasi mas malaki si Ses mag-dream sa akin. When we got married kasi, sabi ko, may bahay lang tayo, may kotse tayo, okay na yan. And then sabi ni Ses, hindi, gusto ko multiple properties. So, kung ako yung man, and it's like, di ba, like, in a situation like that, of course. And, that's just my nature kasi I'm very...
Simple lang kasi yung lalaki talaga sa totoo.
Yeah, I mean, di ba? Like, I think in general naman kasi, not like, hindi naman hindi naman lahat again. Pero like, there are some men who parang, like, ako, for example, I always thought I was gonna live and die as a pastor. Yun yung kala ko. Di ba? Na, dapat simple buhay mo kasi at the same time, you don't want to also raise question marks. So, hindi pwede na multiple properties tayo. But the thing is, yun yung yun yung talaga inclination ni Ces. Not because she's materialistic. I actually just wrote a chapter in my new book about this, no. But because talagang ang taas talaga ng level of excellence ni Ces. And you see that not just because she wants that for her, you see that because she wants it for our kids. Na gusto niya yung kids ganito din yung buhay, 'di ba? She talks about sending the kids to school outside of the country. Sabi ko, nako, mahal nun. Para 'di ba? Like she's the one who sets the vision. She's the one who sets the bar high. But even if she sets the bar high, the responsibility is on me to make that dream a reality. 'Di ba? So, okay, sige. In some way or another, the reason why I share that is, does the man always have to be the vision setter, vision caster? Do they always have to set the direction? No, I think that part should be partnership. Kasi, mahirap din. That's why I think we talked about this off-air, no? Na minsan, meron ding mga cases of abuse in men where, ito yung gusto ko, sumunod ka. 'Di ba? And I see that many times. Nakakaawa minsan yung mga asawa, wala nang say sa, move tayo dito. Ayaw nila. What happens? They become depressed wherever they move. 'Di ba? Sinabi ng, and I've seen this again, firsthand. Friend of ours told his wife to stop working. Talagang working, working woman talaga yung friend namin na yon. She worked in the production pa. So talagang he was used to the fast pace and all of that. Biglang sinabi ng asawa niya, "Huwag ka na mag-work, bahay ka lang." And she was miserable. So that part really has to still be, kasi when again going back to Genesis, no. Gabi, no, yung connection talaga sa Bible, no. If you look at paghimayin mo talaga yung Bible, ang ganda ng template, eh. When God put 'di ba, Eve in the garden, sabi ni that God said that I'm gonna give you a helper. Akala ng tao, pag binasa mo yung helper na yon, parang DH, 'di ba, helper, na ikaw yung
Katulong.
maglilinis ng bahay, ikaw yung katulong dito. Wala kang say sa kung anong nangyayari sa budget, sa pera, sa direction ng buhay natin. But the actual word there for helper is helpmeet. So yung helpmeet basically translates more directly to partner. Parang business partner. And that word helper, helpmeet, is the same word that is used in the Greek when Jesus talks about the Holy Spirit being our helper. If you look at it, parang 'di ba, mali kung pag sinabi mo na kung helper siya, under siya sa atin. Hindi, Diyos pa rin eh. So dapat siya hindi siya, it's not a level of hierarchy, it's a level of partnership.
Yeah.
And so I think
But
as a
in
man,
romance,
Yeah.
but it's in romance, it's different, I think. What do you think, Rico?
yung submission, yeah, sige.
Romance.
Ako, bro,
Yeah.
I listened to your story, Patrick, and I've listened to Dex's story. There's only one thing that I realize here. I mean, i-compare ko na rin, isasama ko na yung story ko. If you notice, yung mga asawa natin are one of the catalysts why we are where we are right now.
Mhm.
And, yung kung i-relate ko sa situation ni Patrick mo, bro, is, you know what? Says,
She pushed you.
Yes. Says, you had the potential. Kaya, hindi siya kaya, okay, I think gusto ko tong this many properties. I wanna do this. Kasi deep in her heart, she knows
Yeah.
na kayang-kaya mo, pare.
Afford to ng
Ayun yun, pare. Ayun yun.
sister.
Yeah. Like, women are basically our, parang silang notification, bro.
Yan.
Yeah.
They're the ones who check us whether we're towards our purpose or are we really making full use of our potential as men.
Yeah.
Kasi
yan.
sa atin, bawat lalaki may potential tayo. Let's go back to spirituality or religion. God made us like this, na doers tayo, we can achieve things. But our women are the ones who can really bring the best out of us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Masculine and feminine nature.
Yep.
Complement.
Correct. So, Yeah, before we end this, no, I want to add on what you said, even with Kat also. Malalaman ko he will not directly, for example, criticize me, but she will look at different things. Like, for example, merong, merong hindi hugas na plato, may madumi, may nakakalat na damit, etc. Papansinin nila the little things na you think na hindi importante, pero the thing that they are really talking about is you are not focusing in achieving or living your true purpose or potential. Ano lang yun side trip. Para makagalit ka, hindi, mamaya, liligpit ko naman yan Tapos galit pa rin siya, etc. Because that is not actually the content of her complaint. The content is you are not being a man. So now you need to think about it. Sabi mo nga, it's a notification. What am I doing wrong as a man? So for example, hindi ako, for example, naka-meet sa may sinabi ako sa kanya na I wasn't able to comply with a promise to a family that I didn't met. So failing in honoring my word is a masculine trait, and if I fail that, no, magkakagulo So even if ito, bro, example lang, no, going back to governance, there are corruptions everywhere, no? Pero for example, dito may issue kasi ng ano dito drug use sa leadership natin ngayon, Patrick. There's an issue of drug use of the president, cocaine. And there's a video about him. Ito, kung itong presidente mo medyo adik-adik, pero ang ganda ng Pilipinas, tingin mo papansinin ng Pilipino yan. Kunyari, mataas yung sweldo ng mga tao, maraming trabaho, OFWs are coming back, investing in the country, the roads are really nice, diba? Everything is good. Tapos sasabihin ng ibang tao, uy, addict na may presidente niya. Wala kami pakialam. Kasi, mag-addict siya, bahala siya, pero ang ganda ng ginawa niya Pero the problem, bro, kaya pinapansin itong pag-addict niya, kasi walang nangyayari sa Pilipinas. So if a leader, a man, doesn't do his mission as a masculine man in leading the country, for example, in leading the household, leading the business, even yung dumi mo dito makikita ng tao O yung papansinin ng asawa, ang pangit ng ano mo ang ano ng ilong mo Pero pag ikaw you're doing your thing as a masculine man, kahit sungki-sungki pangipin mo, kahit bad breath ka pa, promise, okay lang sa kanya. Kaya 'di ba nakikita nyo, 'di ba Ram? You will see people or women with like, bakit ang pangit naman niya? Bakit kasama niyo yung lalaki na yon? 'Di ba mas gwapo naman ako doon? 'Di ba? Pero that man is acting like a man. You don't just know, no? What do you think? Si Ram, tingin mo?
Tama, no? So yung mga hindi ni-sweat yung small stuff, if you do or if we do the things that we are expected to do. So ganun din, yung ganda nga ng reflection today, parang may free Sunday school ako ngayon.
Sana ngayon. Parang tayo.
Spirituality, not religion.
Yeah. So yun, spiritual school, 'di ba? So yun, if we are expected to do things, might as well we embody what they expect of us. So if we are expected to do masculine things, might as well we become the best of it. Diba? So yun.
Yep.
Bro, what do you guys think of feminism? That's sa Pilipinas.
Ayun.
May feminism ba dyan sa Pilipinas?
Mukhang another hour pa yan.
Mahaba di ba yan?
Well, just a short one. Before we end it now, let's end it with the feminism kasi it relates to us acting like a man. Feminism, pinag-usapan natin to off-cam before Rico, di ba? Pinag-usapan natin yan sa kotse. Feminism is actually the fault of a man. The reason why feminism pushes feminine to take the lead, to take the role of a man, parang achieve, mission-oriented. Kasi there was a lack of masculinity where men will be the one to lead so that the women can fulfill their role as women, as supportive women.
Text nga natin. Text ako.
Check mo nga WhatsApp.
Ang ganda ng usapan, bro. Ang ganda, ang ganda.
Oo. Yeah.
Parang nagpipiece together siya actually. If you look at it, different situations. Pero nagpipiece together eh. Sa masculinity talaga nag-ano.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Ayun. Kala namin nag-blackout eh.
Nawala.
Nasaan kayo? What happened?
Nawala. I think my connection nag-fluctuate.
Nagpaka-nag-drop yung connection sa metro.
Fluctuate, oo. So,
May ganun dyan? What the hell?
Oh yeah, of course. Archipelago, bro.
are a third world country.
We are
Hindi ko na-
poor, bro.
Hindi ko na lang i-disclose yung provider namin, baka. Pagalitan ako ng...
Akala ko namin brown out.
Starts with letter G, bro.
No!
Ayun ako.
Well,
Grabe. Yun nga sabi ni Dex, ano nga daw, di ba? Yung feminism is lack of masculinity. Kasi yung mga babae, since walang masculinity, there's a vacuum of masculinity. They
Yeah.
have to fill
Compensate.
the role.
Compensate.
Oo.
Oo.
Yeah, they have to compensate for that role.
right.
Kasi
right.
they lost hope na, okay,
Yeah.
this generation of men cannot make decisions. They're not accountable. We don't feel safe with them. So we gotta do what we gotta do.
Yeah.
Kaya nagkaroon ng feminism.
Yep.
Pero na-mention mo, Ram, na it will take us 1 hour. Bakit? Anong opinion mo? Dali.
Eh,
Condense mo.
I think feminism, no, they just want to take on the role of masculinity. So,
Yun.
so it will
Like in purpose?
it will become out of character if
Mm.
if a woman no disrespect, if a woman that is in nature nurturing, tapos ite-take on niya yung masculine role, there will be a disconnect. So doon tayo magkakagulo actually.
Yeah.
Kaya tignan nyo, bro, di ba? Yung mga feminists, they're always bitter. They're a bit dry. You know? They're a bit, yung radiance nila natutuyo, di ba? I mean, lagi silang galit, bro. May nakita ka bang parang radiant, even if it's not beautiful,
Na
radiant
feminist?
na feminist, na parang,
Si Hermione
wow.
Granger.
Sina?
Si Emma Watson.
Si Emma
Bro,
Watson.
tingnan. Wait, check mo si Emma Watson ngayon kung ano itsura niya. Parang
Ito
ano,
naman tayo.
medyo nag-dry na naman siya, na? Basta, the feminine women are radiant women. You feel their feminine energy.
Well, I mean, yun nga eh, kasi when there's a vacuum, someone has to fill in the role, di ba? Eh, sino pa yung mafe-fill? And when they have to
Kasalanan
fill
na
the
natin.
role,
No.
yeah, true. And at the same time, I think there are also instances then where I agree actually na in a lot of circumstances, it's them trying to fill the vacuum. Pero I've also noticed from time to time din, people I've interacted with direct, kasi I came from UP so I've interacted with some people na were kind of extreme then towards the feminism route, no. They just want to throw their weight around, 'di ba? And may ganun talagang tao minsan, whether lalaki, babae, na they just want to feel important and feminism gives them that. But in instances like that, I think that both male and female have to play a role in terms of balancing the narrative, if you want to call it that. I think that there also has to be a clear definition of what feminism is. Kasi meron ding ibang tao that attack feminism saying na dapat babae walang trabaho, walang rights, hindi sila meron nga iba minsan sasabi na dapat hindi pwede silang mag-vote
No voting.
and all of those things. Well, you know, I mean, of course, we're not gonna go that route then.
Bro.
Driving.
Right.
Yeah.
Oy, wag ka. Si
Ang-
Ses, parang ano yan, parang race car driver yan pag nag-drive.
with regards to driving, the reason why nahirapan din sa driving yung women, but not all, there are exceptions. Maybe she says. Is ano,
Si Ses and wala. Si
because
Ses lang.
there is decision making in driving. Ito, si Rico, may kwento yan din, di ba, habang nasa Singapore tayo.
Yung alin.
Di ba kasi there's a woman who that para nag-stop lang siya, sabi namin, ba't kaya siya nag-stop? Tapos ganyan. Tapos kami dalawa, babae to. Hindi pa namin nakikita. Nakita na.
Hindi pa tayo nag-uusap about dito na ako nasa isip ko.
Sexist.
Yeah.
It's not. It's just because yun nga, it goes back to the decision making role. No, it's not part of the nature of a woman to really be decisive. Tama ba? Dito ba ako sa kaliwa or sa kanan? Uurong ba ako abante? Kaya nagkakaroon ng mga konting mga accidents.
Maybe siguro madami rin silang iniisip. Like, probably
Yeah.
thinking about
Yeah.
the
Yes.
school,
Lack of focus.
Yes.
o anong lulutuin mamaya, o
Because they focus on the small little details nga eh. Kaya yung headspace
Tama.
nila always.
doon sila magaling sila doon. Sa little details. Oh. Details, bro, malupit niya eh. There was this time, umuwi ako. And then, you can see the road, so dati namin tirahan, you can see the road that from our unit, nakita mo yung kalsada. On that day, nag-ride ako ng motorcycle. Tapos, umuwi ako, so nakita siguro ako sa unit ko. Pag-akit ko, sabi niya, sino nakaupo sa likod ng bike mo? Sabi ko, ha? Tapos sabi niya, bakit daw yung apakan sa likod? Nakababa.
Oh no.
Yung detail,
Yeah, ayun yung sabi kong detail, yeah. But sabi ko, I don't know, maybe it just fell off, So, yeah.
So in other words, there are strengths and there are different
Of course.
strengths
Yeah,
and
yeah.
weaknesses
Yes.
between men and women. Hindi pwedeng parang lahat ito gagawin. Lahat nurturing,
Yeah.
lahat decision maker. Hindi
Right,
dapat
right.
there's a divine order, there's a role for each men and women to play.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's not all encompassing, but like from just scientifically speaking, men are physically stronger than women overall.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why, again, going back to Sapiens, no, na bakit tayo as men yung provider? Kasi for tens of thousands of years, hunter-gatherers, we bring in the meat, diba? Because we were stronger, we could wrestle the wild boar. Together as men, we could, drive a spear into the woolly mammoth.
And we're
Ganon.
doing that for hundreds of thousands of years.
Kaya nahirapan tayong di ba? It's just now that women are now able to bring in the bread because you no longer have to wrestle down a saber-toothed tiger to bring meat.
So, how do you think these women can go back to a zombie apocalypse? Will there be a world war?
I think well, times have to change naman talaga.
In this modern world,
Yeah.
how can we bring back the feminine nature of women because that is our responsibility.
Yeah, I think it goes back to let's just go back to the principle, no? Kasi principle based naman talaga yung design natin. The biology and the principle. Yeah, siguro I would probably say I'll just share one principle. Simply put, no. It's the principle of strengths. Diba? Whatever strengths are there. And so some strengths might be some different strengths na from like example si Ses talagang she's the dreamer, but I'm the one that makes dreams happen, diba? So let's work according to our strengths and all of that. But at the same time, with the strengths also in place, it still has to be the man that kind of like leads and decides, okay, ito yung strength mo, ikaw dun. I think that's probably why like the leadership is still very clear for me and Ses. Kasi kahit na sinasabi ko sa kanya, sige, ikaw yung mag-set ng goal. I tell her that, di ba? Set goals for us this year. Ano yung goal mo? Magkano yung income na kailangan natin i-reach? Ano yung property na kailangan natin bilhin? Ano yung vacations na gusto mong mangyari this year? But I'm the one telling her to do that. I'm the one like, giving her the directive. So the man still has to kind of like assign and decide kung sino yung gagawa ng ano, 'di ba? So for example, if I were a houseband, that's my goal now. True enough, talagang ganun. Kaya ako kumuha ng wealth manager sa Singapore, 'di ba? Para passive income na lang. Na I'm telling Ses na there will come a point na ikaw na lang yung magtatrabaho kasi may properties ka, may rental properties. Ako dividends na ako from Pero ako pa rin yung may decision in terms of how we're gonna set the budget. Of course, I'm gonna get your input and insight, how much shopping money you need and all of that. But I get the final. Ako yung final na pipirma. And Ses knows that. Like all the checks that we have, ako yung final na pirma. Anything, when she sends out money, may screenshot lagi yan, sinesend sa akin. Okay na ba to? Go, 'di ba? She always waits for that, 'di ba? Because again, going back to what you said kanina, Dex, pag mali, I want to make sure that Ses doesn't feel like the responsibility is on her.
It's with her.
Galing pare.
Ako yung ako yung nag-check eh.
I realize your dynamics with Ses is kapareho ng parents. Yung mom ko kasi parang mom ko, like she's very out there. Tapos yung dad is very calm. Pero sa yung parang calm leader na back. Yeah. But you know what? You asked for we were talking about Emma Watson, right? I found a picture of her.
Maganda pa rin.
Oh,
Check mo nga. Can you share it?
Teka lang.
Wait, nasaan? Sandali.
Huh?
Hindi ko pa makita.
Wala.
Wala pa.
Oh, share mo ulit.
O kaya share mo sa akin.
Ito na.
Emma Watson. Let's see.
Kita ba?
Hindi pa rin.
Kita.
Not yet.
Bakit kaya?
May bagong issue si Emma Watson,
Ano?
Hindi, kasi si J.K. Rowling, di ba? She's been
Oo.
Yeah.
vocal about
Ano
she
na-
spoke up na rin.
She's still pare, pero hindi, ito kasi bro. Ito yung Beauty and the Beast na.
Tingin mo nga. Walang iya ka. Sandali lang nga. Wait lang.
Diba? Baka ma-cancel tayo dyan.
Wala na, baka i-take down.
Di ba na pre, yung una natin, yung tinatawanan natin yung mga
This one? You see it? Lang iya ka. Grabe, ganito pala ang effect ng feminism kay Emma Watson. It's really the man's responsibility for a woman to go back to her feminine essence, that beautiful, radiant, feminine essence. Responsibilidad natin eh. Let's take the hit because when women feel safe and secure, their radiance comes out eh. Nagiging blooming sila. They can relax to their feminine essence. They're just basically waiting for the next date. Diba?
Waiting for the next day. Yeah.
Next date. date.
Date.
Where we will take them out, etc. And then even if we have kids, no, natutuwa sila with the kids, hindi sila nagpupuisit na dalawang bata, yung isa nakadede, tapos naghugas siya ng pinggan.
Men,
Diba?
yung mga nalulosyang, no, bro, no? Ayun ba yung word tawag ba?
Yes,
yeah.
losyang.
Yeah, they let themselves go na.
But pag maayos yung lalaki, yung kahit na ilang anak na meron yung babae, maganda pa din.
Ano eh?
Yeah, I think that's like the ultimate talaga na success metric din for us eh.
Yeah.
Household, diba, na we can take care of, or we can, diba, we can pay for their salon and give them a day off na, diba, na laging si ano yan, si I actually did not understand that before kasi Ses would always be like, oh, ito yung binili ko. It's like, I don't care. Diba? Parang, kaya pala, what she was basically saying is, nabili ko to because you were able to...
You will be the one.
You provided it.
Kasi ako talaga, saan mo kinuha yung pera? Hindi, kinuha ko sa bank account. Okay, so ako pala yung bayad. Okay. So, diba? Like, but that's what she wanted to communicate na I was able to dress up like this. I was able to get my hair like this because of you. Kasi,
Galing, bro.
diba? So, when I understood that, nga pala, no, nakaka-proud.
So at the end of the day, no, our wife is a reflection of how masculine we are.
100%.
By how feminine they are. Parang ganun.
Yes. Totoo.
Yep.
Anyway,
Damn.
that's a great conversation, guys, no? But that there will be another part of this one where we'll discuss more about, what the dilemma of feminism. No, marami pa. Going for the heroic. We want to talk about next time the dilemma of a hero. Yung mga heroes natin ngayon.
Oo, bro. Yeah.
Namamatay, nakukulong. 'Di ba? How can we inspire our young ones to go for the heroic? So that is one that we will tackle next time. It's very important. 'Di ba? Basta sabihin nila, Daddy, pag ginawa ko 'yan, edi parang mamamatay din ako. 'Di ba? How do we respond to that one? Or makukulong din ako. 'Di ba? Anyway, guys, thank you
Tama.
very much for tonight.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
see
It was great.
next time.
Thank you.
Okay.